challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Checks with the projectile. Throws him down. Steps in for the throw. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Gets the jump in. Throws him to negate the block. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The jump in is denied. Digs in deep to get that drive in. 100-hand slap. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Down to the wire. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. That combo did decent damage. Can't tech the throw. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Super uses the gauge for a super arm. Bring in the heat. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu rip-off.
Bet that.
Player one experiencing burnout. Player two is dominating this match. Smart play with the throw. Looking for a chance. Jumps up. Going on the offensive. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Charges forward. They must have got to do better than that. Can they keep burns down? Excellent block. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Going on the offensive? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Player one is gonna put this and lead to some big damage. Goes low. They were waiting for it. Player two is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Do they have enough burns out? Bear connects with the throw. Okay, here we overhead, but it won't work. Player two and whips. They're wide open. Player one. Oh, yo, rock super hit. Oh, they switch sides. Player one needs to take advantage of this. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What now? Oh, the throw connects. Will this super art do anything? Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Fights back with authority. Gotta do better than that. This uses their drive gauge. Jumps. And whiffs. They're wide open. Ugh, take a seat. Drop zone, baby. Crowns them from above. I can't believe it. It is over. Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sumo smash. Charges forward. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Taking stock. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the big play, does it? Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. freeze them. Oicho! Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Jones with the fireball. Uses the gauge for a super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Taking no prisoners. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Get into the round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in, opts for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. And that attack ends it. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The super armor does its job. 100-hand slap. Both fighters planning something? Going on the offensive? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The hold over levels him. Player 1 closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big opportunity coming. Barely blocks the blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Okay, he hits him with a stop and bomb. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Knocked him out of the air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we the low. Low heavy. Keeps him and throws him. What now? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. The drive impact misses. Jumps. Checks with a sandblast. Absolutely relentless. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. They are done. Player 1 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Hits him with a stopping block. This is a critical point of it's a good spot to use the super ultimate killer headband. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Anything off the smash? Who's going to start things off? Good old slap. Player two chases him down. 100-hand slap. Both fighters planning something? Checks with a medium kick. Oicho! Player one needs to use their SA gauge to draw critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the critical line. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a way to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Looking for kick to drive. Going in. Off reads the jump in perfectly. This can lead to some big damage. Player two can't use such filthy cross-up. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Sure you can.
Underhand. Medium kick hits. Overdrive Hadouken. Then brushes that off and keeps going. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this. Burnout activates. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two is in a very good spot now. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Okay, here we go. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. There's a drive impact. Underhand. Super art to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
Choose a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Whoa, hold on. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes a trip. Goes for the super art. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Let's see how they apply their corner from and fold. Yes, the big play does it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Anything off the smash? Down to the wire. They can't squander this punish counter chance. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Knockout and... Player 2 can't use any drive. Burnout activates. And fold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Grabs him! Pancake time! Sees the overhead coming. And they create an opportunity. Gets the critical. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Player 1, no! Critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out.
That's right. I'm the best around. Fight round.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Cross that off. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Hold on, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. Taps him on the toe. Putting the cherry on top. Okay. No, this'll break. Perfectly executed. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Big throws. Neither of them willing to back off. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Takes the chance to hurt him. Throws him to negate the block. Down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ultimate killer headband. Heading into the well aware of the life in meters. Really good decision making. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo as a filler. Experiencing burnout. Going in and fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Player 2, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Good old slaps. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Burnout activates. Jumps up. Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Puts the super armor to good use. Nope. Sick super armor use. Chisels him down. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They were expecting that. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fight connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Going in, a big time whip. Taking chunks out of this and leads to some big damage. Target combo into more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Devotes all that meter to the goddess of the hunt. They're about to get a big knockout kiss.
Now you know.
Ooh. Player, the drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 flatlines them. Player 2 come.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Get into the round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Starts with the jump in. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Ultimate killer head round. Going in, player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Oh God, this is tense. Checks him with the boom. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Down to the wire. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Who's going to start things off? That combo did decent damage. Hits them with a stopping block. It can't squander this punish counter chance. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Gotta be careful not to whip as this charges forward. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Player 2 needs, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's the crossfire, passing in those bars for some juicy damage.
Too easy.
Sonic Blade for some cover fire. Throws a fireball. They were waiting for it. In attack range. There's a system for the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Barely blocks the jump in. Impact's a no-go. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Deftly shuts out the jump in. The super down to the wire. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. All right, what's coming up next? Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The charge ends with a projectile. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Misses the drive impact. Grabs him. Checks him with the boom. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Super! Oh, must have saw something we didn't. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning, brushes that off and keeps going. This is gonna be bad news. It's a good spot to use the super. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Oh, the throw connects. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Digs in deep to get that drive in. 100-hand slap. cashes out the cage right there! Shreds them with a critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 can't let them chisel them down. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Parries the attack and... Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Sticks the combo. Well-timed corner switch. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Drilling time. Let the Yoga Inferno rip. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Time to sit on the lead. Hits him with a stopping block. Player 1 can't use Inferno to turn up the heat. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the place experiencing burnout? They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Sneaks in the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hits them with a stopping block. Uses their drive Inferno to turn up the heat. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Player 2 with the lid connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player, ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Shoot their shot. Punish counter on reaction. Bringing the floor fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Amazing. A jump? Oh, huge deck. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 and whiffs. They're wide open. Fights back with a, oh my god, what a throw tech. Punish counter sets the table, closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they're trying to do here in the first round. Charges in with authority. Nails the timing and stings them. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. The super... Oh! The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Throws them down. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Goes for the super up, heats it up with a combo into super. In a dire situation, will this super art connect? You see that? Slips through the opening for the KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Brushes that off and keeps going. Looking for a chance. Going on the offensive. Jumps. in with a headbutt. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Jumps up, a quick breather, breaks the block with hits him with a stopping power. Good old slaps. Amazing. They were right to be on guard there. Responds with the ultimate killer head ram. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Sees the overhead coming. They push their way out of it. Gotta do better than that. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits them with a stopping power. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? There's a corner streak. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Neither of them willing to back off here. Life lead opens up. Will this super art connect? It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Pressuring the situation with the charging. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. And that attack ends it. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. You've gotta be mindful, brushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Show of force. Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna see a comeback here? All in with the rush. Guns him with the ultimate killer head ram. That combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Choose a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Whoa, hold on. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What's going to follow the combo? Good anti-air. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Down to the wire. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. That drive impact doesn't get through. Life lead with a super art connect. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Oh! Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. Medium kick hit. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Nice tech. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player 2 has the life advantage. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Experiencing burnout. Genius read. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Gotta be careful not to whip at going on the offensive. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Long range fireball crowns them from above. Player 1 needs to use them all in with a rush. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That combo finishes it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Who's going to break the silence first? The throw connects for counter hit damage. Those hit harder than normal throws and really pile on the pressure. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right, what goes for the super art? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round 2.
Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and bomb. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Time's the only thing moving here. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Sumo headbutt! Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Picks up the counter. All in with a rush! Avoids getting uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
The pleasure is mine.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low kicks are a no-go. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here?
No!
Oh, with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Life lead opens up. Not shy with the grab. Oicho! Opts for the air, gets the counter hit for the win! They're so good at whip punishing. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Walters in there and sweeps them, hits them with a stopping block. Good old slaps. Looking to impress with this super. Burns all three for the final bout. Well, I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Damn. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Drive impact misses. Ooh, what a smart throw. Overhead attack. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? He anticipated that throw. What's next? Player two wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Perfect parry. Smart play with the throw. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Nothing stops this train. Player one can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player drops them. Good judgment there. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player bears a burnout. That crowns him from above. Player one is stunned off the wall. Oh, here we go. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape drive impact misses. This unleashes some big damage. They were waiting for it. Oh, excellent block. No, the drive impact doesn't work. Throws. Maybe it's time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player two was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. An aggressive attack. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player two chases them down. What's their game plan? Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. pressuring the situation with the charge-in. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air attack. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. A quick breather hits him with a stopping bout. Breaks the block with a throw, experiencing burnout. Are we gonna see KO? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to charge us forward. Drive boosted Hadouken. Meets them air to air. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Slaps him. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Get your plates ready and whip. They're wide open. Player 2 may be able to put that combo finishes it. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Breaks those shins. Grabs them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 turned this right around with that super. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. Smart play to stop the opponent. Scrapping it out, up, brushes that off and keeps going. Good old slaps. Knockdown, and there's an overdrive Shoryu. Player 2 will need to play it to burnout activates. Digs in deep to get that drive in. 100-hand slap. A quick breather. Backstep. How did they read that throw? Drops them from the air. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. There's an overdrive Hadouken. The last round. It's now. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Good old slap. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Okay, here we go. Taking chunks out of each other here. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is a critical moment. Slap! Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player, hold your breath. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can cap it. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1, turn this right around with that super. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter down? Player 2, create this is a huge chance to make him feel it. Life lead opens up. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Anything off the smash? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Hold your breath. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps in. What's the next move? That's a counter. The throw missed. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Turns out, player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Jumps up, a quick breather. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Gotta do better than that. Flatlines in. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Overhead, but it won't work. They were on high alert for a drive impact. Gets the jump, it throws them. That throw will do some good damage. Ooh, you never. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Nothing stops this train. 100 hands. Oh, putting the cherry on top. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're taking a step back to slow down. Reads the jump in perfectly. Holy, trust that eye. Noticeable luck. Here comes the boom. It tops off the tank and scores the win. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Difficult situation for a throw. Coming through. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Gets right in there. That drive impact doesn't get through. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Timely side push there, which will let him go on experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Life lead opens up. In there! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jump? Who's going to start things off? Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Blocks it. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 can't use any drive loop. Burnout activates. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Throws them. Both fighters planning something? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback? Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. A quick breather. Are they thinking about how to steal this round? So, what's next? KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Get into the ring.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Goes for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Life lead gets them. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump-in is denied. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Players experiencing burnout. Somehow quickly hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Sends the bar on up Kikosho. Both fighters planning something? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. 100-hand slap. Kikosho getting in some real damage. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Sets up with the jump-in. They're backed into the corner. Denied. Keeps cool and locks them out. More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Amazing. A rare chance here. They gotta do something over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Burns the drive gauge. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They both need to stand firm here and deal with an empty drive gauge. Player 1 chases them down. Reaches out with the light charges forward. One combo can end this round right now. Gets it, looking to impress with KO. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Misses the drive impact. Spinning bird kick. They block the overhead and good old slaps. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reach smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. How will they manage their drive gauges? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Denies the jump-in. What'll happen here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Sends the bar on up to Kosho. That's not gonna hit. Uses the gauge for a super art. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Uses their drive gauge. Jumps. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Both sides getting ready. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Fighters counter on reaction. Slaps him. Okay, here we go. Player 1 Kikosho getting in some real damage. Player 2 is mounted, sets up with the jump in. The jump and whip. They're wide open. Close that off. Overdrive for bulls over levels up. Noticeable life lead is a comeback flatline zone. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Good old slaps. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash on the mainland. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What are they thinking here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Sticks the combo. Rolls in. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out. This is gonna be bad news. 100-hand slap. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Super clutch corner switch. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. A quick breather. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Zones with the fireball. Good old slaps. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's a wall slap. They can't do anything now. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Scuffle. Amazing. Bomb critical. What's gonna happen? Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. This is gonna hurt. Barely blocks the jump in. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 2 has this overhead, but it won't work. Player 2, the low. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. A back roll for damage and vital positioning. Oh, they switch sides. Dangerous range here. Jumps. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. This is gonna hurt. Flatline zone. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? An aggressive attack. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Goes for the throw. All right. The super down to the wire. Side switch with the back throw. Looking, will this super arc connect? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. A little too greedy there. Their super arc gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Oicho! Sliding in. Gets some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Sumo headbutt delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player charges forward. grabs and throws them away. Ooh, what a smart throw. And it's solid anti-air. What now? Yes, drive impact for the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Was Hump Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capital anti-air in the clutch? Ooh, you never know what can rushes in. Walk that off. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Brenna, turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1, it knocked them out of the air. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. What an opening statement there. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sticks the combo. Nice Monodori. Getting those throws all pumped up. Does a good job of pushing back. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Aptis intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Overhead. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink for experiencing burnout? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Gutsy play with the grab. No escaping that. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Get into the ring.
Don't expect me to be a
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Charges in with authority. Starts with a jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Sticks the combo. Oicho throw. You can't let KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up, brushes that off and keeps going. Good old slaps. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Their drive gauges are looking bare. Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Max SA hit. Burnout activates. Uses the gauge for a super arm.
Bring in the heat.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Rippa!
bet that.
They must have a game plan. Reads the jump in perfectly. Oh, here we go. Escapes the corner. Oh my God, what a throw tech. Oh, sets up with the jump in. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps, grabs and throws them away. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The throw missed. Low heavy. How did they read that throw? Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. It burns out. More fuel for the fire. Cook them up. Okay, here we go. Player one needs to take advantage. This can lead to some big damage. A jump, clutch, anti-air. All the throw connects. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Tons of space between the fighters now. Knocked them out of the air. Will this super art do anything? Dragon Last Flame cooks them up good. A projectile to say, get off, anti-air. Are you kidding me? Player two made some smart moves there. Great game.